All right. Good morning, planet Earth, and welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube. You know, I'm here to help you break through those fears and start living an amazing life. Today, we're going to talk about ending problems and ending worry. What is it? What's happening when things show up in your life? And how do we control that? And I want to just share with you and remind you, hey, Steph, good morning. I want to remind all of you that you are always in control of what's going on. So right now, I want you to understand that no matter who you are, hey, Cash Money, Bella, no matter who you are, every single person on planet Earth can control everything in their life. So if you don't want problems or you don't want to worry anymore, you can control that. How amazing is that? How would you love to start 2020 off without the worry and all of the struggle and the problems and why are problems happening to me? Oh, good morning, India. Wow, we've got Australia here. Awesome. It's a blustery day here in Georgia. I'm going to be going to the botanical gardens later. I'm just going to put on my raincoat, you know? There's no problem. No problem, right? A raincoat and an umbrella is just fine. A nice hot cup of coffee. And good morning. If it's morning where you are, you can have a cup of coffee with me. I'm all ready to go. All right, so I want to ask you something is, do you believe you're in control of everything? Do you believe you are in control of what's going on in your life? So I want to remind you one thing before we proceed with this. I want to remind you that you did choose a role. You chose a role on planet Earth at this time. Don't discount that. See, you're going to play that out. There's a reason why you picked your parents, all these situations. So that total acceptance with that is, okay, this is the role I chose. I'm going to play it out. But where do the problems and the worries come in? And I wrote all this down because I just didn't want to forget. Is it a problem or did you order it? I'm going to give you an example of something. 3 years ago, I always throw a big Christmas party. 3 years ago, right on the day of Christmas, my basement flooded. It just kept coming in like 2 feet of water. I'm down there trying to get it out of there because couldn't get anybody to help me. Morning, Texas and Germany. And I'm down there trying to get all the water, trying to get it out. I said, heck with it. This isn't a problem. It's not going to stop me from having my party. You know, as soon as I kept trying to bail it, it kept filling up and filling up. As soon as I let it go and accepted it, it wasn't a problem anymore. I went down in the basement and it had subsided and all gone away. The next year, which was last year, I had a big party. During the party, my dishwasher, just before the party, stopped working. And during the party, my refrigerator, just before the party, my refrigerator stopped working. All right? Hey, England. Yes, you are, Cash Money, you are believing you're in control. Good, that's the first step. So, but when these things happen, you say, well, wait a minute, I didn't order that. I didn't do that. Yes, you did. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you're in a role, we're always learning. So learning means that you will never evolve unless you're challenged. So if you're even thinking certain things, you're always ordering to the universe. So the year that I had the flood, first of all, you could say, well, I didn't order that. Well, I bought a really old house. That was part of what I chose. So I knew by having an old house, things could possibly go wrong. And sure enough, they do. They wear out. That's just how things are. It's not a problem. It's just what happens. It's up to me whether I think it's a problem or not, right? Second year, the refrigerator was really old. It went out. The dishwasher was old. It went out. It happened to go out on Christmas. I was actually projecting that. In my head was like, oh my gosh, you know, I hope that doesn't happen again. And sure enough, it did. Well, guess what happened this year? My dishwasher went out on just before my Christmas party. That was in my head. You're manifesting more than you can possibly imagine. That's the kind of power you wield. All right. I want you to know that. Wow, we got people from all over on here. So yeah, Merry Christmas from Atlanta. Oh, yay. Yeah, it's rainy here. So I can say, oh, well, that was a problem. Or, hey, I have to be very cognizant of every one of my thoughts. You guys know I just came back from New York. You know what? I used to work there. And every time I came back from Wall Street, I would say I would get sick. I would pick up some kind of a cold. Well, this time on the plane, I said, you know what? I always get sick every time I came back from New York. I was fine the whole time. Within hours, sure enough, I got a little thing in my throat and I thought, I did that. It's so subtle. Every thought is manifesting consciously or unconsciously. And I want you to know something. The one doesn't judge you. There's no judgment going on with this. So a lot of people think there's this back and forth thing going on, something, I don't deserve it. Do I need to do things a certain way or whatever? No, if you're thinking it, it's happening. If you need it, if you need something to come in your life to make changes so that you can be abundant, so you can have good relationships, those things will happen for you. So when you stop thinking of them as problems and say, you know what, I'm always broke, right? We get this. Hey, Nevada, I'm always broke. I'm always broke. Why am I always broke? And then more things are happening. Why? Because the universe, if you desire not to be broke and you're sending that message out there, the universe is going to show you what you're doing to keep yourself in those negative patterns. So instead of saying this is a problem, these things keep happening, I lost my job or whatever, the universe is showing you you're not supposed to be in that job. You're supposed to change what you're doing. You're supposed to do something else if you want that abundance. But we don't want the struggle along the way. You don't have to struggle. No more worries, no more problems. And if you see something, you say, this is the universe showing me because I ordered it, not because it's doing it like, I'm going to send Bob or Jane some pain so that they can do. No, it's you saying, I want to change. And so you order the change. And so change comes in to show you that you cannot be the same person thinking the same things and acting the same way if you want these other things. So things come in to give you the opportunity to become the new person that is abundant and happy. Does this make sense? Yep. Hey, Puerto Rico, South Australia. Does this make sense, guys? That everything is for you. It's always good. The universe is not judging. It's not punishing you. Everything is an opportunity for you can start manifesting amazing things now. And 2020, veils are coming down. What does that mean? When we as a collective, we're all on here, Greece, everybody's on here, all over the planet. This is amazing. We wield power right now. And actually as a group right here, right now, do you know that we can send abundance and goodwill and amazing feelings and energy to each other right now because we're live? That's powerful. The more we do that, the more we open up and expand positively in the quantum field. And that's what's happening to the planet right now. So you're going to see that when you have a thought, it manifests quicker. Why? Because the collective knows this and believes it. And so it's actually empowering you as one, because we are one collective energy. This is going to be much easier for you. So watch those thoughts. No more worries. I covered. I want to make sure I let you know that the universe doesn't judge. No more worries, no more problems. So when you're getting worried and you're thinking, it's because I don't believe I'm in control. I'm worried. I don't believe that this situation's going to change. And so you keep creating that. And so it stays the same because you're thinking it. It's that subtle when you say, you know what? I'm getting this opportunity and this problem that appears to be a problem so that I can change how I'm operating. How can I change? I'm going to stop those negative thoughts right now. I'm not going to always be broke. I'm not always going to be lonely or alone. I'm not always going to choose bad relationships. I'm going to start right now changing all of that. And I have to practice. Now, this is the other thing you got to remember. Why do people stay in these situations, especially with money? It's a control mechanism by the egos and the density out there. It's a control mechanism and we fall for it. Work hard, go to a job you don't love, be responsible. We've been living in a world that hasn't been working for us. So what do you want to do with your life? Think it, know it. I said 3 steps to manifest anything, right? I've got 5 in my email list if you sign up for that. Anita, welcome. Anita, one of my internet students is on here. Welcome, honey. Are you rise and shine, right? Well, it's 9 o'clock. We should be up by now. So we always see problems. We're always seeing problems and we're thinking it's outside of us. So let's say, Anita, you start taking the internet training, you're going, what is this? I can't do this. Oh my God, it's different. It's changed. So no problems. Saying, here's an opportunity for me to change what I've been doing, how I've been doing it, and go into it. Just go into it and say, this is an opportunity. Change, it's just different. That's all it is. And so change will always take you into expansion. Remember that. Because let's say you're trying to find the love of your life and you're dating. Well, what, you think you're going to get the first person? Some people do. But you know what? If you're not dating, you're not going to find Mr. or Miss Perfect for you until you go out and date a few times. So you don't say, oh, I dated somebody, it doesn't work, I'm never going to do it again. This is a problem. No, we don't do that. We know that we have to keep going until we find that person. You won't know that until you're out dating and getting out there to meet people. And same thing with jobs, same thing with anything you're trying. You become better and more educated about it, right? Yeah, Bella, I did that. Yes, Sharon, I am the attractor of abundance in my life. I am abundant in love and finances. And you say that every single moment of the day. And you might not feel it. You might not feel it. And you're thinking, oh, I don't have that now. And it's a problem. It is not a problem unless you are telling yourself that. What am I supposed to learn from the situation I'm in? It's only when you see the problem. Now, so like I said, those thoughts of yours are so powerful right now that even if I say, oh, I always get sick when I come back from New York, within a couple hours, I got sick. I also blew it out in like 2 days. So like it was a week-long flu and I got rid of it in 2 days and said, oops, won't be doing that again, right? Dishwasher, by the way, dishwasher went out on Christmas Day and I thought, I had it in my head that this happens every day on Christmas Day. Do you know the next day it's working perfectly fine, as if nothing ever happened? I did that too. Now you can say, well, we don't really control mechanical things and that. Well, Greg Braden told a story about he had this old jalopy car, and when he went away on events, and it worked beautifully for him. When he went away on events, other people that drove the car had constant problems. As soon as he got back in the car, it would work perfectly fine again. Yes, even the car is energy. The table is energy. This is energy. I place my water out in the sun every morning. I have 2 pitchers of water out there to cleanse it. And I put love and gratitude are the 2 most powerful words. This is a test that was done on water. The 2 most positively reactive words were love and gratitude. So when you have a problem, you realize this isn't a problem. This is my evolvement. This is a lesson for me. Love and gratitude. Thank you. Show me what I must do to change this, because I don't desire this in my life right now, but I'm going to focus on what I do. So what's the situation and how do I change it? And maybe I don't have to see it as a problem. Maybe the flooded basement isn't a problem. It's just an old home that needed some extra piping put in. That's it. That's it. It's not a problem. Can you go through life like this? Yes, you can start 2020. You can start today and say, I don't have any problems. And you say that out loud. I have no problems. Something's uncomfortable. This isn't a problem. This is an opportunity for me to become that person. Okay. Oh, I got to show. Hey guys, just so you know, I have control over the comments. So if you're not showing up, sometimes it blocks you thinking it's something bad. I put something in advance because I learned from the last live that we did last week that I told YouTube to go ahead and pull anything that appears to be negative. So that wasn't a problem. I learned from that when somebody came on and said some, trying to spew their garbage on there. Now I learned that I have to put that mechanism in before I go on. It wasn't a problem. We handled it, right? Yes. So Laura, you're welcome. Can you do this today? Let's start today. Everybody on this call and everybody that's going to watch this after this posts in a couple minutes, I want you to start focusing on everything that you think is a problem and say, it's actually not. It's my opportunity to change a situation. That job. Maybe I have to get more skills. Maybe I have to get a different job. Anita, maybe it's time for me to learn something a little uncomfortable so that I can become a better business person and reach more audiences. Anita has wigs for women who've lost their hair through cancer, and she's got some amazing, amazing business. And I said, wouldn't you love to spread that throughout the US or even beyond? How can we do that? Let's get training online. So she's going to have to go into an uncomfortable space. Every one of us can do that. There are no problems. My dishwasher wasn't a problem. If it didn't come back, I would have replaced it. Oh, well, right? Justine, you quit your job Friday. Yay, yay. But now be proactive. What we must do then is continue that expansion. Not sit there and go, okay, now what? Yes, ask the universe. We'll send you. You're manifesting like that. It will send you opportunities, but you must act on them. You can become a better businesswoman. You know what? I can too. I'm always trying to work on things. I have 2 more courses coming out, a mobile app, and 2 publications coming out. And I'm working night and day on those. I love it. I love what I do. It's fun. So choose things you're passionate about, and there's things you're going to have to do that aren't so much fun, right? You own a restaurant, you got to clean the bathrooms, you got to get the dirty stuff done. So yeah, Steph, right? We can all improve. So every problem, spiritual pizza, every problem is an opportunity to change a situation. Yes. If you think of it that way, you will have no more problems. And then when you stop having problems, you stop worrying because wait a minute, I just got an opportunity to completely change my life. So you stop worrying because you say, what's the new manifestation I'm going to put in place because of this? What would have usually been a problem? What's the new thing I'm going to manifest because of that to change this? Right? So if it's something simple, then you change it and you say, okay, I must expand and do something different. Yeah. Cash money, I have no problems. You don't. You have opportunities and they're uncomfortable. Change and things that happen out on this planet, they're uncomfortable. But when you accept that, right, it's not a big deal anymore. And some of you are going through some really scary stuff and it's very uncomfortable. I just want to share with you before we, it's scary, Laura. It is scary, but that's okay. So if you've taken Breakthrough Fear, my course Breakthrough Fear, I still use Inspiration with Landria to get 25% off of Breakthrough Fear. Go to landriaonka.com, and here's what I teach you. The fear doesn't go away. You just stop allowing it to control you. It's when we react to it or think it's a problem and worry, that's when we're manifesting. That's when we're manifesting things we don't want. When you have fear, you say, okay, these are feelings because something's uncomfortable right now. This is not a problem. If I'm feeling this, then it's time for me to change this. The only way I can change it is to go to the higher thought, not see it as a problem, start expanding and taking changes in things that are uncomfortable, that are scary, but I'm going to do it anyways because I'm going to pull myself out of there. No more worry, because every time you go into worry space, you say, I am abundant. I am expansive. I am now taking action. Take the action to create a new and different life for myself. Yep. All right. So I'm going to leave you with that because it's Sunday. I'm going to finish my coffee. No more worries. You're whole and perfect. You're strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Go visit my site. Go take some courses. Get the attention. If it's not me or my teachings, find it. Get the assistance. Sometimes that's all you need. And I will see you. We're going to start doing more live. I'm actually launching a second YouTube channel that's going to do cooking, making things, healthy living, peaceful, different messages and things that's very different from the teachings here. It's going to be more of that over there, and I'll announce that soon. Blessings to everybody. Let's bless everybody on the live chat and beyond, because even those of you watching this as a recording, There's no such thing as time. It affects you, sending you abundance, peace, love, awakening. All right. Okay. Thank you, everybody. And blessings to you. Have an amazing week. And I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.